This series aims to inspire teachers and community center managers to apply information technology in their teaching and learning environments. This is the township of Ngowangowa, located near Tzaneen in the Limpopo province. Mercy Ntlemo is an educator who teaches at DZJ Metebule Secondary School, located in Ngowangowa. The school has 550 learners in grades 8 to 11. However, they only have about 5 classrooms, and so sometimes lessons are given under the trees. One of the reasons why DZJ has so many students is because they are fortunate enough to have a computer laboratory. DZJ found a sponsor who supplied them with a number of computers.
This lab was built by parents because we felt it's more important to have our kids to learn using computers at our school. And then we asked donations from SchoolNet for computers. Then they gave us 15 computers. Then the project started there. After receiving the computers and started with the lessons, the learners were very excited. We requested the parents to add more 20 rands to their school fees every month for their learners to be trained. It's not a profit-making organization, but for the sake of ink, paper, we feel that 20 rand can do.
Today, Mercy is giving her class a lesson in using Microsoft Publisher.
I thought it's nice to introduce it to them so that they will know how to make certificates, posters. It makes technology to be linked to other subjects where they use language, creativity related to arts and culture.
Mercy has asked her learners to research a particular topic.
They look for different topics which they like, but relevant to the things they're learning in the classroom. I let them refer to Encarta, Microsoft Encarta, and use pictures from Microsoft clipart.
Once they had done the research, they were required to make a brochure incorporating the information they found.
I told them step by step how to create a brochure, explaining how it looks like, and showing them examples of brochures which are made by different companies or schools or guest houses.
The learners used a wizard in order to create their brochures. A wizard provides a sample layout, artworks, fonts and graphics so that it is easy for the learners to create professional-looking brochures without much effort. It is important that learners think about the task at hand and communicate their findings effectively without having to worry about the technology. The learners are required to adapt their selected sample brochures and produce individualized versions. Before the learners begin, Mercy makes sure that they have understood how she is going to assess the project.
I'm going to use a rubric which is consisting of 4 levels. For level 4 is the brochure, which is having more information, which is having more relevant pictures, and if the learner didn't complete his or her brochure, it's going to get 1.
Let's take a look at how Mercy's class created their brochures. Click on the Start button in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. Select Programs or All Programs according to your operating system. From the submenu, select Microsoft Office and then Microsoft Publisher. We will be using the 2003 edition for this tutorial. Look for the New from a Design panel on the left-hand side of the screen. Click on Publications for Print and a longer list will appear. In this new list, look for Brochures or Informational and click on it. A collection of sample layouts and color schemes appear in the large panel on the right. Select the one that takes your fancy. The screen now radically changes and an editable larger version of the selected sample appears in the right-hand panel. The left-hand panel has also changed. This is where the design wizard appears. A wizard is simply a set of automated instructions that helps you create the final product. Here you can change the layout, design, color, and font schemes. Take note of the Z4 brochure. It has 3 panels on one side and 3 on the other. The brochure cover is in fact on side 1, panel 3. You can alternate between the front and back sides of the brochure by clicking on the page icons at the bottom of the screen. Now you can see that panels 1, 2, and 3 on side 2 follow directly after the cover. Bear this in mind when you create your brochure. Use the wizard to customize the brochure. Select the color scheme option and try out a number of different color combinations by clicking on the color scheme that you prefer. You can also play around with the font schemes to choose the text that suits your brochure. Click on the different font schemes to select the one that you would like to use. Now we are going to load our research information into the brochure. On side 1, panel 3, the cover, click inside the title box. Now select the existing type in the box and delete it. Type in your heading. The sample text disappears and your new title appears. All the text boxes on the panels can be treated in the same way. Simply click inside the panels and replace the text. Pictures, illustrations, and graphic logos are treated differently. You can use pictures from your clipart gallery, Encarta encyclopedia, the internet, and even other sources such as textbooks or library books. Once you have decided on the images that you want, right-click on the picture in the brochure. From the sub-menu, select Change Picture. A third menu will appear with a list of where you might find your new images. If it is an image you have saved on your computer, then select From File. Navigate your way to the My Pictures folder or to the folder where your picture is saved and make a selection. The original picture should now be replaced with your new one. To insert clip art, right-click on another picture you want to replace. Select Change Picture and then choose Clip Art from the third sub-menu. In the Clip Art panel on the left-hand side, type in a word that describes the type of picture that you want. The program will search the clip art already installed on your machine. From the clip art gallery that appears, make a selection, then right-click on the image. It should now replace the existing picture in your brochure. If you want more pictures on this page, you will need to insert more picture frames. Select Insert Picture Frame from the Object toolbox on the extreme left of your screen. A sub-menu appears from which you will need to choose a graphic type. In this instance, choose From File. Your cursor will become a crosshair. Click and drag a frame onto your publisher document and position it exactly where you want the new picture to appear. When you release the mouse button, the program will prompt you to find the picture you want to insert. Find the image you want and then click on Insert. You can also add in extra text boxes. From the Object toolbox on the extreme left side of the screen, select Text Box. Your cursor turns into a crosshair again. Click and drag a frame onto your page, positioning it where you want the new text box to appear. Now click inside the text box and start typing. If your text box is too small for the amount of text it needs to hold, then a rectangular tag with the letter A and a set of ellipses or circles appears on the edges of the box. Click on one of the small circles on the edge of the box and drag it to make the text box bigger. The rectangular tag should disappear. Printing out the document is easy, but before you print, check that your formatting is correct. Go to the File menu near the top left-hand side of your screen and select Print Preview. A full-screen version appears of what your page will look like once it is printed. Go back to your normal screen by clicking on the Close button. Now click on the Print icon in the Standard toolbar. If you have a color printer, all the colors in your document will appear in your finished brochure. If not, you will only print a black and white version. Color is great, but expensive. For school projects, black and white is adequate and no more expensive than a photostat copy.
Learners do things practically, as I said at first, rather than to read things from the textbook, not knowing what it is. So when they work with computers, it will be more practical for them.
This school is a dream come true. I don't know how will I be knowledge about this if it weren't this at this school.
It's very good indeed because you can make a lot of things from the publisher, because you can make brochures, pamphlet, everything, calendars. Simple, and it's very simple because the other programs they are very hard.
I think people must be ready to learn. Yeah, that's the best thing they must do in life, because if we're not ready to learn, we have phobia, we can't have access to most of the things, more especially technological tools.